Seriously, I feel so old in saying that for too many years or decades as hearing people say, I couldn't do a presentation because I feel too scared. I don't feel capable yet. I don't feel ready. I am not enough of an expert. I haven't made it yet. Do you see people saying that where they think they are not what they need to be to do something like this?
Sure, and I think a lot of those people, they're focused on their ethos, right? Instead of focused on their pathos. The logos we all have access to, right? As long as you have perplexity.ai, you can look up like sources. So I think that the people who need to speak more are those who are empaths who can look out at an audience and see themselves in a number of different ways, or see people they want to impact in a number of different ways. So yeah, we hear that all the time. It's usually someone who feels somewhat insecure about what their LinkedIn or their resume says. But those are typically the people with that level of humility that we want to have as speakers more than the other.
The humility will get you there.
Yes, because humility equals authenticity. So authenticity is everything.
I'm so glad that the culture has reached that space of authenticity because really, I think people can be reassured about that. It was honestly just a decade or two ago where you had to look completely perfect, but also it was about the title you held. You would have emphasized that you have a PhD, but then other people, if they didn't have a PhD, would have wondered, can I do this? So, is there basically a lot more freedom and perhaps it's a lot more democratic, a lot more accessible for anybody to claim credibility through their personal experience or through just showing up?
Sure. But that's a double-edged sword, right? Because it's more possible for people to claim credibility, but it's also more possible for people to feign credibility. So I think that there's going to be a good combination of experience plus execution that anyone who follows someone or pays someone should definitely take a look at, right? If someone's like, not that you can't have geniuses at 19, but if you're a 19-year-old and claim to be a life coach, it's like, well, have a life first. I mean, like this is not rocket science here. So I think that it's easier to claim credibility because you have access to all the resources that I had during a doctoral program. Now, do you have most of you can learn something from someone who has success stories, but you'll learn more from people who have failure stories. And it does take a certain number of reps to have enough failures to basically be able to tweak and be able to look at someone's journey and say, hey, you might want to try this, or you might want to try this with this group of people, because I had an experience where I tried to do it this way and it didn't happen. So those failure stories are what, if you're working with someone, what they will save you one major mistake and find one major win that someone who hasn't had that experience won't be able to do.
So do the reps and still earn your spot,
Mhm.
but but then add to it.